Monday anopa ya ma ye chefoni nyina chena fe ya demo awram ewa bra me kasa mono chane nie ya kwamano ne ewa bra foreign news anano pe abane nyina no ya de na se dia ma ya bro foreign nyina na aya betway we say getway mo ewa bra Facebook no so ya live for so Facebook no aya Sompa 93.1 fabopa wadaro mania no wa share predo bi abasa wo share na for do messages and comment nyina no and some day aba live on TV and some Sompa TV and for radio no mo mutie na no pe wa bramo site mo ya juma driver phone so asena no pe no ya kwena ye the foreign news na abana adeba ko no say and robobo kwa fan say Juventus a gamer and no some about so our fear nyina no and no so ankoye ama site ya fan say Juve onum say Juventus gamer and ro wo mo some no bo ali kick off no wo mo ne January and about sa game na adeba ko no say wo mo tena fi about 0-0 ama Chelsea ball 90+3 and a striker ya fan say to Flovich no and some akwanya second yellow and at the moment so about second yellow card no I tantamount to red ama enra one striker equity red unim say yako aye break ne ba na Juve ekwa mu gamer one next match aba so nya dey striker ye fan some Flovich ebetimi abo and what you abrante na ye fan some Milik so you be asa game aba so no one some antimi mo bi te enra wonim so mo ajaje say wo can the worst aye performance at Sakoba sa Juve etna fie womo som aba 0-0 arieta January bakom na ye striker ye fan Vlav chana kodana ye fan se Federico Chiesa omumie no ana Jamensa kan so no ye jadwo mo so mo performance no na Chesa no so our form na amasa said Jamensa kan nyina no say wo ram ensom awo Juve se Juventus so mo pan for no womo som abu ofu ade enra wa bra koba so post match akoso ana koba sa manager ye fan sa Mas Allegri ye busa so pani na anyabia brand say na match amu boy want to be anshanko at Juvampa utifie eba 0-0 awasan ka bia close gap no wakosom amachesa gap no bia na chesa de no ensom akoso ebie manager no so omo ya adoro so wase an Juve ayade adan a woma Genoa am shot on goal na chesa shot on target am ade so hwam yi ye unse koba se Genoa ensom anya 2 shot on target enra sanka ba se famu a akomo som consider 2 goals ama report amenya no sese an say wotru aye Juventus a jameme se kan se enra wo mo supporters no so botum ni tutuo wo mo huru omo chesenra hu ane sa huti na course no nyina no eno so course adama coach ye fan sa Allegri ane ne nkwata no na report aba no sa Mas Allegri ya sempa no fan tiri aba sa 1 wonom alizi aye dressing room owura fan sa green tolly as say wonom some aka bi ewom tiri aba sa ne manager no atwumade odi ama club ye fan sa Juventus and some our form antisana ba kodia na ne awase kwabia so manager no wonom some ahwa na omo gya no kwan ama ono some akọ esasa Allegri de obi a wabam akọ ana wasa ba to some say gya no kwan ne kwa na chese bibia ne ho a eno some asi hwinsi na awsam na report a mimi nya ene de aba ne nyina no ensom akire se sakoba se bia woda sore na wote se bia club e fan se Juve womo som akọ agreement pamo womo som coach na manager so ma shortlist no me set Antonio Conte ensom adi our silence no do ba bi no ne di aban ete ekodai nanka Conte enim sanka bia woma pamo ayade sa manager wo ya adwuma adama Inter na nkomo de adwuma na ama na ankɔ sa wo san keji Napoli adwuma no wanya amena no per report amenya no nyina no ensom ane se coach na ye fan Antonio Conte wo mom monitano and watch manager ba ko this season e modern pa wono so abo e wo Italy akonkan pa no ye fan Thiago Motta ono so amo consider no ana fa Vincenzo Italy no aye coach bia wono some amosha no ana manager fan say Raffaele aye Palladino and some aye bako no so ka ho a wo mo monitor say bia mu bako ababa beje aye Juve adwuma no abo e wa bro mu jo mu coach no and some akwan na our other side our Inter Milan Emra Inter force a shall go na amama Napoli and some abelefo pagan and some abetake no report to me nyan say owura fan say Giuseppe aye Pepe Marotta onom ana chese oye CEO Adama Narazuris Ombobo no Yabisan says Simone Zagi contract and the bank and a money manager Nafe officially on some assign also. I didn't cry to my can't retro. What was signing a contract until 2027 our bra 2027 contract I was signing in and Chabia manager and some other pen ebese paper so now the akani nyina no announcement ababa manager ne de wo mu nya ne enya ne chena ama inter omu coach ne enko inter wo mu manager no abakọ so ya adwuma na eno agama bass no wonim say abrancha na wo take and some other ababaku a ye fa ne Napoli I fan sa Juan Jesus no or a former player and some ama Narazuris na enwa Juan Jesus time na match ne gusua and some across we say wa accuse a branch na your friend San Francesco at Chubby and some Izu N word at the mano on Southwest in Nano, your near Canasa S word, your F word, your B word, and I say your N word, our N word, you know, in some way as a racially, not just say, once you abuse with your questions, N word, Jamame the Kai, Monima Samesra, a negro, not just some Argentina phono, and his pen phono, no comical phono, one more catch also. Ye negra na chese sebi aso say black our bra and no some item didie and no wa accuse owura ye fa na chabi sa chabi no catch one sa or ye negro or isu n word adema no na jaminya na no pen say sakoba sa FIGC aye twanitia na usani mu enom aye federatione italiano jorgo calcio empanfo no and some ahwem na koba sa ampa or isu n word and so amane dia metis owura no and some Yakobas a 10-game ban. I just a 10 matches ban. And no, and some suspension. I brought Javans at Chabi and some other to me and our brand no peno. Yet they updating in that day by one seminal. Yet they am here for our show. No, so now my main front two and him say, and Chabi Juros and some basso. Now Juros said to me, Abbas Mudim, and yet Jesse Sam and yeah. Now I'm getting Chamamaya Portugal. One more some Adiana Sashaka Maniante. The Kamame Portugal. One home JC. Report to me, understand? Reno, I atadia Portugal a tournament, and no other cause what German as home kit. Report to me, second, sir, home kit, you know, 150 euros, 150 euros, no, not just yes, Sikam, 2,112, not just Ankanian Quebec, so Sikanum, 21 million, and no, another to Aya Portugal, one so home JC, now home Jason, almost say. Shosonum ebe green and to abra top on aye Portugal yenim so man ka so mo traditional color no aye down aye takan say shos anika wo so be hye wase no ebe green mama awe jesse no so do mo kan nyina no say and so shos no ebe black ewa bra and so ebe match kama awe no so mo say aye 100 euros ewa bra wo convert 100 euros no and some adia ba na just 1,400 and can 14 million and no ayo Portugal woman just Nike along chen na no pay no woman some aba so much sana de no and some aba sia kwa and no ayo update aba honsam no ye de ema ye je for no pay and some our show no so na report am say kan nyina na ayo chesa nioma and across weekend atwa mi ye de kan ya to no say nyame ya doma FA semi final ayo Coventry City woman and Manchester United aba na first semi final 2 no ayo bobo kwa fan some Manchester City, a Coventry Man United, Ababo, not Man City, and some other Chelsea, and some Abo, and two Manchester United, and the Coventry City. I had the Albert on paper, Man U, Eco Final, Man City, Chelsea, on paper. Won't you make us all be because Chelsea follow, Wamaka and so she and so you know, I said, Guswamano Casino, Yabisa manager for some purpose, what penny the city, Wamako international break and you be out to Mediano, saying and a Bessia manager for some pap. I say, you want to just some Amuko international break, you know, and also some others who can say, and your fate and about Honor, pressure, Ababefano was saying, I attend, I was so arrested, and to a moment to me on international assignment, you know, manager Jamoho, now I come Barcelona, I come Jet Nahome, now also arrested we are, woman about prepare, as Omokoba, woman some now game against Arsenal, when them say pap got Guardiola and some qualified game no say a final and yes once they say kuro bi so na my manager no say one more Premier League game Man City and Arsenal abo just after international break a final and some Man City manager fans a pub and Kasai
now we have a final against Arsenal and now rest. I don't want to think right now much in the future, honestly. So I've been so intense period. Now the players change environment always is good for this minds. Go to the national team. Some of them will be a lot with the families. Staff will be with the families, and when we come back, we have 3 days to prepare the game against Arsenal, and let's go. One step at a time. Now we have a final against Arsenal.
Yes, I know. I said the manager fantasy Jose Pep Guardiola and some day in summer to our Brenano Preno. Your day updating in that but on him saying no Peme catch Arsenal. I'm a legend. I fantasy and right. I say one tears. Yes, say manager fantasy Gareth Southgate enemy ne squad na Manchester Quatana. Your fan could be Mainu and Rem our South squad anymore. Now report to me and say could be Mainu and your standing ovation and Ra. I'm not about boy no boy and say. Yes, I'm on for here at describing this. One of the best I am midfielders as the same Quadana. Woman so any our Premier League Ginema, Kobe Mainu, and some Naya Quadabi or no, and some Akahobi. I just have a Sobonu Kusua, and also Alco Adama Mainu, Akadaba Enra. I was some Bonabasu Pano, and some Naya Anthony, Essenra, Anthony Subenya impact our game no more. Now the attendance was essential. Go Anthony say, one over Manchester for training grounds, our quarantine. Now we our training grounds are you know Anthony I just what did you basa where you stand out performer our current now that's why you're behind the scenes on Timua Madriam say and Anthony was and be Anthony was here tournament calling you know when Chedia Moka our bro Chedia Moka and you understand can Ebia Matompono and some Aquasadia I was say Siko and some Atamano now you be saying sir yes it was seminal that's our police for some Nayabiano police investigation kosai and also asem de onu waja bibia dama ne lawyers ne na behwe no mo som assault bibia asara so no aye consent ne de na dwum aye fine essence onye boni bia no kure awonim ana waka ana said o sinim na no so ana cheso no wono som adama mpanfont enche bia no kure bia wa asem no se bia no ye say domestically wa abuse aye man the girlfriend and ya dene nyina no wonim se onye santi dachi bia no kure bia wom so ababa bantamo bia and some I was said no chrono and no and some city now manager return say we are very proud I am Paisa Sanra man you for the Liverpool a tight corner I just no more farm padu baby no Liverpool for some our extra time said your man you I come back abate as I be share wa brand obianim so bonum at trafo at the penalty say wa bra Kobasa club your friend Manchester United and some na control am magic no if manager no yaje wo bo aye Diogo Dalot or bo Kobe Mainu or bo Alejandro Garnacho emunyina no wo bo mo som abaso na mo manager no yebisa no say maybe atwam mutumi nya win na ye turn around at Manchester United and bia no game against Liverpool because Liverpool were form it was Liverpool I was saying you metimi dane aye turn around moment am Manchester na coach no say okay start season way March day 4 game against Arsenal ye jiji nyoma bi etia manju adamaches bi o mabo wo mo jiji go bi etia manju anu ne kwasan kagina sa moment ni nyina no san ka ye turn around Manchester United today on the obaso kan nyina no say Liverpool wey utimishana so betimi ya show bia Manchester United manager Eric Ten Hag enra what I say be about turn around and assess na be sia kono yentie manju coach
Liverpool to be back in the game, and for me, winning the trophy is more important than it just could be. But we missed so many opportunities. For instance, in Arsenal already in the was it the 4th game of the season, where we in the 87th minute we should have had a penalty on Rasmus Højlund. Then we scored with Garnacho, disallowed, and then we concede a goal what should always have been disallowed, and so such moment can help you. Every team needs such moment into a season, and we never had that moment. This could be that moment where we that the team got really the belief and the energy that they can do amazing things. And I think when you can beat Liverpool in the way we did, you can beat any opponent. So yeah, it's up to us to prove that point. And I said also on Friday, today.
Said the Manchester United manager Efrano Eritana Ghana Tessa Yadena exceptional Emma Yatil for Enano pay live for our live on Sompa 93.1 from live on Facebook and also Bibia some Kwakamanino Yadena update at Deba Unsame Kasai the opposite number a coach na Yafana say Jurgen Klopp and Ra manager Fana Jurgen Klopp so Lucy Yadena exceptional Emma Nano pay our Jumedia Yafana say tip off Yadeba minimum Yabusa Jurgen Club as a reaction by and Washington say woman of international breaker bar the maintenance some identity as a unya form now Luzu can be a Tisiana psychologically it may affect 120 plus 1 year while mentally Ebenya Susanswo and some our boys and so and you beside manager as a reaction by and Obeshamu at your free players and manager Jurgen Klopp and so Ekasai.
Expect now nothing. They go to their countries. I hope they come back and have nothing. And then we think about Brighton when they come back, and we know who can play again. And that will be tricky enough. All these kind of things. But in general, the team is in an outstanding situation in a moment. Well, we got through all these different and difficult situations. Absolutely exceptional. For today, we could have won the game and we would have deserved it. But we lost it.
And also, free Manchester United, and so a game no more. Our both managers and our te omonkano ya call a Chelsea and a Leicester match in Enra manager Fanasa Mauricio Pochettino Enra and Opena me catch us one more Chelsea team no etutu and your coach Nagasa one more Raheem Sterling sututu Emma Sanyo Maninano and some akoso now report to me and say manager ya fan Mauricio Pochettino was a Chelsea fans Jenamo Shadimu and some Mubako Wembley Tienio coach and said and I'm more and say Mubetimi Ako Wembley and they watch every target or Sanamo Ko Wembley next or Mecca trophy Nasem we qualify for semi final on qualify for final Namum say ya walk semi final wa brasa game no and some other course of Wembley and Quandie was it Namo Pan in Monsakano na Jobas were coming in and say I was some Yabotrana Moje or no manager no so Eddie when him said Jamaica can say one shed then you say be assumesi and I said your bench and no a penalty selected taker Emma Chelsea into Enra replay actually say a front fanasa ko Palmer echo foul ball and what Jim Emma Raheem Sterling Maswa and I just want to say boy no and then I'm so Emma chances so partners in the good so was saying your chances as saying no now the tell say yes for now Sterling etimi ball Enzo etimi ball and a ko Palmer and some etimi ball penalty Emma ye Adiba kono say Enra wabre ko ba say Raheem Sterling eteki to IG say wapacho say message penalty Enra now about bounce back 10 times stronger no about ya Jumaden ama Chelsea ni na be sha Chelsea supporters ni be kodi atam ama no ni madu ekemo ama some akoso so masa mo kan bi na ne o ma cha mu nya ma asem ko no so I reply ayesa fa no na o mo kobusa manager say about saying and Mikhailo Mudryk I'm not just Enra none of Montemon and your bad crowd because Enra out of a year 6 a year take ons a player your father said Mikhailo Mudryk no what complete move 4 and watch him about to say touches our position box in when you're Makuma 7 now more than any other player and some other either say be at Chelsea and Leicester City no be obobo say now you na frimu and a manager ko kasa omu say now abre it omu ni frimu we are later no maba be Raheem Sterling na frimu nti anwa manager so catch supporters and say wo de munya botena munji ndi anyo onu mpo wo se munji aye Chelsea bobo ko ndi wo je Chelsea bobo ko ndi a emperfor the appointment man no wo je bobo ko ndi a obaji place na di Mauricio Pochettino wo se munya gidi awo Chelsea emu yentie manager no.
No, I know us that they trust me. We need to trust on the club. Because on the end, if I am here, it's because the decision of the club. And they need to trust on the project of the club. It's not to trust in me or to trust in the player. It's to trust on the club. That the club is doing what the club think that is good for the club. And of course for the fans. It's about to trust in everyone, not only in me. You know, I know.
Yes, I know I can't free on a swear at the banana pay live on the show. Our prime manager, Fanasa Mauricio Pochettino, and I would tell you, then excepts in Inano, and some other Maya for and watch it. My man Franco, when our brother Minianos, I was paying. Manager Fanasa Diego Simeone Enra, manager same, Onuma El Coso, Namiana Kobasa Suarez, Abamomo J, La Liga Woman, that is 2021. Now, after Kobasa Luis Suarez Abaya, what you let to La Liga Woman, Sunino, was it since then? A new man said, I'm quite Debbie, a new man difficult. I'm a clubber. You found some Atletico Madrid. Sounds from 2013-14. One League career and said, I'm Cosadia. I was a sequel over Champions League. One do final. Normal lose it, normal do final. Normal lose it. Our Brodidia Bass, other clubs, no, will be a improve. Will be a queen. Now, so Atletico Madrid and Kuadia Debiano, Yana Kokabasa, Omo Komati, Yana Ojuma, Yana Hanepa, Emma Manijanum Akuka Sasamino, now Shak, Mame Akudana, your fan said Jean Felix in the plug na, I was Civitas Metropolitano, I'm some player, was Safa, Echam Boyway, woman to be a branch of fan said Tibu Kotua, woman to be some Ayakudana, your fan said Jean Felix, when your first time, hey, Wama Ya, be on the wash so. Na woman no crowd onu bia no jakanum ade atoso ba ko bi crowd wo de mawa obun se Jason no woman soja e ma chese Jason dan the plug no so ensom our civitas outside door anam se na se da bia mo kobobo na se na mo ba dia ene mo mpa bibi nya de nfo na mo nto ties ne bi e wo hoi da bia mo de ade ahwehwe so e bi de ade achichichi so na mo toto ne ma gusom amasanyo ma ni nyina no ensom aha dwe ade ba ko no se omo president Enrique Cerezo run the same never to just say Joe Felix or someone you respect Edema Bueno now Bueno on your bibia Dabaso canning on the Sahara Aquarana talent kitano and a bona omunim Sakurana betimia bono Sakodanum and your sound mind at your basa bona if you are singing Abaman ovation our reference Enrique Cerezo and some Didier Sakodana your fans Joe Felix no onyam no bobona onimso onimpo anamu kobisa Felix say a dear bonin kwano ya debia wonkwa wo plug omo kwan na enyedoa anabone say supporters no what Thomas say Nemum, I'm say time I know what let you know. Munim nyoma ekoso our inside. Munim nyoma ekoso behind the scenes. Aya, ni akakwa sa kwara no mu ade an won twani ye, an ye ka so me wo mapokra no, an wo mama na fine kosi hini ade ha. Akwada no say, se munim nyoma ekoso our club ni mu a, anka mon kasa ono oyi ni paboni ni a, anka na so ani namfofo e wa let to Madrid. Wada so namfo our club no me twa say, wonum oyi ni papa na Joe Felix asema ye ka enra, ni coach Alfred Zavi, and so abona so Bonabasu here and the other players ever fry a manager your friend Zavi after Senra Womuka question me and Sama Bobokua your friend Atiko Antimi Antibino manager boy Jean Felix in question about so 3 years Senra now motivation at the Marco Dano Yentia Zavi.
Of course. No, because he was extra motivated during the week. He wanted to make the difference. He made the difference. So really happy for him also because he's a talent. He's a talent. And not only him, Robert, Rafa, then when Lamin came inside, Vitor did really well. So all the team, very good performance with almost all the players. I think all the players. So really happy. Complete, one of the most complete.
Yes, na chese eno aya basoba manager fan Zavi edema kwadana fan show fellas me no kasai se wo hwe aye league na aye 8 points ana bobokua ye fan Madrid established between omo and some ana bobokua fan so Barcelona me catch one no per report to me nyan sa Real Madrid aba so mo league no and some so mo na so our branch ne bia so ma ho dia matches makoma ko 9 aka ni nyina no just Real Madrid anya 20 points more 20 out of 27 points, you know, Real Madrid mathematically. Almost watch La Liga. Eddie Aswoman also. Now, so coach and fans say, League, you know, Barca Dasum, Barca Betimiaji, Yankee manager fans Zavi on league title.
No, I think we are thinking in still winning La Liga. So we are in a good moment. Why not? We can dream. So this is the this is the main goal for Barcelona, and then let's see what happens. But I think we are in a good moment. It's moment to rest now. The players go to national teams, but I think we are.
Yes, I know. I can't free now. Swear debana report to me. Yanina said, "Ya mensa can so ra. Your friend Edu Agua. Say Masa de Basa for ya. And I'm also so Zavi Debia Obeka. Say I what the announcement about said Juman or the two no boys no more about Peja Edu Agua say. I can't kwa. Nice to say. Mbappe and Robo hat-trick. Vinicius Junior Sunya 2 goals masa. Was Mbappe and Vinicius. Basa for bet tibia hiya papa. Moho bet chiremo papa. Na modi amon kwaya kubasi. Ana pau kubasi masa. Nyami arama next season se Mbappe daha. Vinicius daha ju that dominim anaumati. Ewa bra Rodrigo mufrin 10 weba. Hey! And ya kwambia sumo bet chiremo pa. Nenso yesi basa for say omun now Kubas the Victor Simon cross the promenade in Mbappe. Woman say Mbappe crack and be yen say bino. I just a bouncer for to say woman's run and srochna said yes sitting in sana diano and some Siako our brown sounding nano yet the Amia tough for man when I'm in fancy strike I found some Victor Gyokeres. Na body a strike out 39 matches 36 goals 14 assists, Emma Sporting CP. One strike, Evans and Victor Gyokeres. Our Bramanoka, so no wonder. Said clubs of Europe, and some young friends in our face. Yamet discussing our foreign live on Sompa 93.1.
Us that they trust me. They need to trust in the club, because on the end, if I am here, it's because the decision of the club, and they need to trust on the project of the club. It's not to trust in me or to trust in the player. It's to trust on the club, that the club is doing what the club think that is good for the club and of course for the fans. It's about to trust in everyone, not only in me. I know us that they trust me. They need to trust on the club, because on the end, if I am here, it's
yes, Yemre Nafe, Yemra so live on Sompa 93.1 FM, live on Facebook and live on TV. Ya basu ya babe dinkomo and so our honemum yenda Leicester Ghana Limited and Penifono and so I say esanse omana the toothbrushes and the toothpaste and so Ediabeja so Leicester Ghana Yas toothpaste and a Yas toothbrush na udi bi choose ya ebojuma pa adeba akone se enkwade no ho anika and nti akwada bia hu pe na ni bekasa wo Kwakofa a brush and brushing the teeth and and son wako school. I was so brushing the teeth and you and son wako compasso and some aqua jet na home. I Leicester Ghana Daroma and on day I and a power Yas toothpaste and a brush and so at the Abba, your monarch, our duke, your prince, our princess, our dashes, a fay, make out some periphone, you know, Monso Mobe used to be our Bramudia womb, a banner toothpaste and so a total care, Yas, Ediano, your Yas herbal, and yes, our Yas white. And only choose here. And my own more friendly, you know, must say a fita kama, a ye and kind of free just one room. And my Brebiano Conipama Unsro essence, I want dinner. I was so our brow Cassani Pama was so unfair essence one more sham, one fat keys and I draw our permanent and some Yas toothpaste and then a brush. I know and a babwa amo Juma Jaw dinino and so I said I was said no and some I was a sequel and Tiasha and Swams Oko Jasua also be pebi and so I magic, you know, and so and from a doom piece and I make us a cadets around about so no one sa ebe count here a 0501 390337 and a 0501 390338 na just on a Yas and Penfono and so and Casa Janjamit Dental Clinic say Yankan Trosa dear cancer a year ward just oral health day basso now World Oral Health Day na Babasua I am from the 20th and some other 24th and a Janjamit and so about organizing here can say free screening and some diamo free screening na basso ni na a Janjamit and so Adarama Union Babia na a dear Biano ma okwa yan free na mom gentleman dey say yen kan cho say unti anwaba enti se wonum ebe hwam anase mpo nyoma be koye diama no ya bomori anso beba na do ho ahyem o screen wonum ne mpo ba bi akaka ewo ebi a wo se problem bi an wanya anase bi halitosis ana how anase mpo se no oye bibia na femfemo wo se no so bu a wo so ofele dwumade bia wo se di ema ewo se mu ene chase wonum bi ade ye be hwe ne ama free screening na fe ya solve ayo problem no enso diama branches a wo do a enom awo Ghana nyina no sa da no free screening ebe koso 20th ekosi 24th of this month udru ayo kofodia oben central police station ana fe techiman enso aye kenten kwan so market one ma pe kenten kwan so na abenya no abrepo junction so aye say oduani eltre aye bankama watara total filling station no a dina bank ewase na esro ana genjeme dawa ono som aye adwuma enkran enso aye atomic down afi make I was udru aye takrade so after this co junction aye GN bank omo promises one just a genjeme enso awa oye adwuma frɛ no 0549 906588 0559 139582 na genjemit and some angels and Monday and it's more programs weekend you know Monsha says, oh, orders be able so yeah. Whatever share is my kitchen restaurant and penny for no, and so and it's my kitchen ever bow. And my chest was Savia winning in a come a bassa, unconco friend Guasia and Beca when it was Busua is my kitchen at Daruma. Be Biabe fine and so I'm a piano so deep and what you drink Abason say natural. I have fruit juice Abaso testing in Abino, Yan Washan so Abomodian say when it is my kitchen restaurant a bedi sound comodino. Now a bansimple who place orders. Na Wednesday be a pizza Wednesday and I yawa da bianso ya benkune tilapia yawada buy one get one free and what he make out of fufu mutu benku obeso dia ban se bia continental sell fried rice no any dia kan nyina na obenya ana chese ban Chinese cuisines ne so it's my kitchen aye adwuma e stadium omo ben traffic light no aye 0265 70 0248 865046 now it's my kitchen and your smith so na memra bedwafo so dia na chese Boris B chicken Boris B enkokono eye kama na utia futua obon se unidwa emmoka Boris B akoko bia na abeto bia no enso eye anuso na de yanka se mamu nkoko na wo mato mo boase anyini a chese nya pane wo bia no Boris B adarma na enuanom kramofo no enso ena ye ho adwuma ya package bibia kama mo rani cold store amobeso mutobi ekogum ekoton nyina no ye from afewu tobi dia kofia kwa wodu dwuma odi ye stew odi ye nkwan a chese de mo pretty choba mo pretty aye restaurant afei mo eating joint ana chese motonton fast food nom abenya akoko na monko ade full chicken and chicken wings and chese akoko no gizzard na dia kan nyina no Boris B say yen kan cho sebra poku trading our doom SG Mo our top high tech shell our body junction ana fast one say market or santas one about unity oil yene omudia nimhwe ana bankman so no yene aye presbia sorry edi animhwe 0544 444453 now the Boris B and so enkasa Mike say ohun ye de
fancy nyame adom bia kama
yede amiase Bishop now ohun ye
adomo nye yi sabate be fan
kakra bia be fine well Mike intiwe
Ode Joao Felix story be etu dwa say Atiko fans no basically omo hwie nwura edigu ono ne stone o mayede amana omo de share players animonyam it is an interesting development was Joao Felix ne career and assistant now by November no already 25 years but in there we don't know the best yet for Joao Felix or you'll be an potential no will be fine to unity wa Benfica he was stabbed the next Cristiano Ronaldo ye na ye dia dance say enya dia Cristiano Ronaldo no see your boy European football ni bio so the next Ronaldo no should have taken after Ronaldo immediately the same time Ronaldo no exited the scene but as it stands you can't the dawns of the European game Edin Joao Felix no will not
Sompa Sports
and he plays for a club and is owned by another club. You just say two teams ni na aka so Montina say any common fa Joao Felix one ba ku be show total commitment so person or the brand anything into acquire say Santro Fianoma a night jar So my brother Fudino, no. Santrofia and my friend a ninth jar. He's like that ninth jar. Ofana, wafa musio jar so aweja Israel. Potential ne de will be. Born, a chedia see a de born, a bit duanimu. But I can't power bear unlock it, Sergeant idea free anymore. And these things, it happens with players and coaches. A bit there players and clubs. Coaches, any players, you know, their TN say Thierry Henry needed someone like Arsene Wenger to unlock the full potential. Arsene Wenger would change certain things about Henry's game. Ebe propel Henry from one of the good attackers to a formidable forcer or be a world beater.
Sompa Sports.
João Felix has not met any coach or manager or bet me unlock it in the full potential. No. In Tiamu, I can't say because well, Portugal, he never fully developed. He was only but a bright prospect. Then Oba Atletico, no, it should have been the next step. Ebe bie nekesi nankasa die free ni mu a afi die woni mu na best start ya daddy. But unfortunately, the timing anya ideal. He did not join the wrong club, but he had the wrong manager to work with because Simeone's focus was not in developing the talent. It was rather to mold this guy to suit on this Simeone and acquire a person of us who born a ball.
Yes.
And team manager the way also dream for player non con and a player and the way also dream fan and Honson con said me person me and that created that kind of rift between manager and player. Oko Basa is not lived up to the billing because this guy is still an untapped potential. And to train him so obeso team would you see na betri so no why you will not get it. There are games he will show you glimpses of the brilliance. To say Endra there no, why there are 2 matches now against Atletico ni no. He brings certain quality to bear. But the issue with João Felix is the consistency. And that consistency can only be guaranteed. Wabra when you be a or tina say all train the one money de pay domini na so de. So it's unfortunate. He's a very talented player. He's a bright talent.
Yeah.
Fantastic potential the do anymore. But to acquire Santro Fiano ma, oh fana, what for Museo? Museo want to say eka and nam. When anyone in that form, he comes at a very expensive price. Nigeria and the modern football top clubs, no, or Mosho Musika Semno, nobody will be willing to pay top dollar for a player who is an untapped potential.
Okay.
If you find a Museo and say, a complete player, you are taking a player who is underdeveloped and will still need more room for development. But Ujaneswa, you are leaving quality beer. A bit me abuana contributing. I don't think CAVA season where Barca will be so keen to reactivate João Felix normal and permanent. And Atletico Honor corner so. And then the fans now started to on the soa and they omo the omo bear their channel. It's a very confusing situation for the boy. Now, what happens in the future? No, would need to be something crucial at the next stage. At the age of 25, also when no. But as it stands, it is a sad story of a talent. I am not careful, it will go waste, and soon frame. You also did a story about Juve.
Yeah,
contemplating replacing Allegri. You see, Allegri's story. Maybe one day we'll see a guy. He's an interesting character. Only the way was building the football philosophy on. I am a juma. None of my nurse. So caring, patient in how we deliver healthcare, the money patients, you know. And no suya or no the okosia or coverciano no or the to tone my juma no. So Allegri in the tactics, you know, a patient, slow build up. Careful, you a baby mistake. You to BBS. So if you are not careful, why you problem? It is something he has stuck to. Right from time of this Sassuolo, a qualified by Serie B, then with Cagliari, doing fantastically well with them. And Sana Milan Kwakofana, he won them their first Scudetto since 2004 in the 2010-2011 season.
Yeah.
Allegri is not a bad coach, but he belongs to a school of Italian coaches. Or more era no a fade out. The current crop of Italian coaches were here. Technically, they are adventurous. They try a lot of fascinating formations and strategies. They said Thiago Motta, now about Rafael Palladino. Yeah. Palladino, Stropa de Monza qualified by Palladino was promoted. No, Monza, Omuyu team coaches. And Tomosaki Stropa no on the B5. He's just 39 years. Yehu a year way De Rossi. Roma. We have seen the Italiano ne meka say omo nyina no obo the most adventurous style of play.
Okay.
But edwuma ye Juventus edwuma na menye sure say omo mu betima ye edwuma no better than Antonio Conte. Conte has seen it. He's been there and he's done it before. So Palladino is an exciting prospect. Thiago Motta, beautiful. Min die chini say edwuma ye Bologna no edwuma ye Tottenham say. But the point is that Conte ni Juventus edwuma no obeye to ho no. It was at this same stage of Juventus on cycle nim. The project had collapsed. They needed somebody to resuscitate it. As obe Kenya mu. Conte came, he revived the project. And then more continued that dominance now. Omo the G League titles to us. So no so na leg you never fire or the to us so the other year. So Conte has already shown say he's a proven winner at that level. Meninka, Chelsea, he did same. Oba Inter Milan, he broke a jinx. He won with them again and started that a year Inter cycle. No, but the issue with Conte is that the only baye Juman aya ne here fancy was Juve. There was Beppe Marotta and Fabio Paratici. Yeah, they dealt with most of the transfer business for him. Emane Hotono, so he coached. What Chelsea, he did not have that structure. So he became frustrated. And the more complaining Casa Bebrea, that fallout between the directors and the coach. And he made DJ Conte Kwan. Yes, one yadi. Even in the season, I did Jana Kwan, not GFA Cup. Then with Inter Milan, with Beppe Marotta, they established a structure. And then I bet the foundation now, and the Simone Inzaghi, else would do. What Juve, as it stands now, will he get somebody like that? Yes.
Sompa Sports.
Christian Giuntoli, Ayobia. He's done that. The Napoli team that won the Scudetto last season, Giuntoli no ne masterpiece. On one share offer piece we know their share, offer her no their share. So if Conte is returning to Juve, he's getting somebody cast in the mold of Beppe Marotta on Enekwakoye Jumano. The only problem will be Juve's finances. One, as to whether they can afford what Conte will take now. Ebra Mokofa Conte no nyo biasa. But and there's a Conte return here. He's returning as Oyobi. How much will you pay? And how well can you convince him in terms of transfer watches? Exactly. So that might be the only obstacle. But in terms of Juve, Conte, and then Giuntoli, it looked like a revisitation of Conte 1.0. Kawenebe 2.0. The difference, Marotta will be replaced with Giuntoli and Kebefa Diamona Nyoma Etimiakoye Chelsea. Pochettino say trust them. True, you have to trust them. Or
say one trusted club, no.
Any players in the Omoye. You have to trust them because they are going to Wembley again. Wako Wembley will lose the final. But in a very difficult season for Chelsea. Season I don't want to Chelsea yes or match channel. You don't expect them to make back-to-back Wembley appearances. Or semi-finals. If they win, they make it to the final, which will be reminiscent of Arteta in the first season with Arsenal. Arteta, when we need a FA Cup against Chelsea, it will not have given the team the necessary impetus. Say, push the subsequent season. What needs to happen is that Chelsea needs something. That morale booster, that confidence injector. Because these are young boys. Obedient to me in Chelsea players no motoy or massa, but they are untapped potentials. I'm being here polishing. Nicholas Jackson reminds me of Thierry Henry Nabiu. Henry, he needed a Sompa Sports. Find his true position. You did to Mr. Jackson, you're center forward. But maybe so I'm a Tian. Me did to Mr. Jackson is an efficient left forward or left wing forward. Born or bar or yard Orema or Manioma Koye. But all born as a center forward and far. So this Chelsea team will need time and patience. But that time and patience, no, you had to be netto. And then all the better performances. And then at least a trophy or something like what they are doing in the cup. That run can end them that time and patience.
Well, Mike, me da say, me ba Bishop atapokuo na Bishop and so abemnimum Koa Plus Miss Channel Koa Miss Channel a Koa Research and Manufacturing Limited Company amo and a day aba edwasunti almost ya wankasa general well-being in Pedriano sebenya na sumdwie amanioma kwa kamadiama oni Pedria so your banner so your bema intina ma Koa Misha and Coa Plus mixture no ye day abantu say ope bi ato e wadwa so enye na Kumase a Oson's chemist and afi PF pharmacy Edia pharmacy and a Colina Kerba and Cry Litonia pharmacy Top Up pharmacy Art pharmacy na Nana Boache herba Tina Tet herba and a Oson's chemist and afi Takrade Nimde herba na kaswa so ye DM see pharmacy e hona abekwama aye Coa mixture and Coa Plus mixture when you be and so abobone kama Bishop
Fancy
Yemra hoy.
I made our CP. I'm saying, resonance system.
Sompa Sports.
Of Kakra. Teach you crunchy. Because because we the amount for Sikasa. We say, Brana Mubono. Say, man, when you're men who say fasting, as a Muslim be bet in the dia. Large in the idea, bedim. Anyway, Christian Strike, Nam the Nation, say, Nano, and West Ham, Eche, Freiburg. And Nani almost 5-0 Mohamed Kudus. They see from both 2 quality goals at the man West Ham, AE Freiburg, a free UEFA Europa League. Now, after 29 years in coaching, Christian Streich say, and the Adjumane Air Toho.
Yeah.
Wow, Freiburg since 2012. Timin Sura Meka say, the last 12 years, he's been at Freiburg. The more European games are. Highlight the DFB Pokal final in 2022. Na strikes on team in trust. We waka say na tennis. You when Tina say Jani Kwan. And on nanchain Florian Wirtz is now nearing 28 goals and assists. Nearing 30. Ni team no go so she. Now, ubetimi aka say Leverkusen is now liver. Aka somebody Kusen ne best also. They are in touching distance of winning the German Bundesliga. Now, like after beating Bayern Munich, Francis Warrior, Leverkusen have not looked back.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich who's through, Emma still Leverkusen push. So look, the way I see Quadia nearby and nearby, and it's beautiful to see it like that. I didn't tell Anamu who Pochettino Brau Mudrik FM de Kanichuku Mekaba.
Say Mudrik no Kony Sterling rather.
Omo your coaches. You two are someone take decisions. One for now.
Some passports.
Man, for visual t-shirt, cotton stadium. No more coach. No. Ichi Basset, mono. Metro man, O Tompis, I won't correct some Tompis. Anna. Wakotna stadium, Uru coach. No. Basset, Uru coach, and it's on your day. And yet, Chukwemeka never share go. This over Kakusi.
Mr. Sterling, Chow, pitching or so do.
Okay. Edamasi. Any to the very substantive issue, they need this project need to key off, but they are moving into trophy areas. It's very important. It's part of the process.
Okay.
And as a Liverpool fan, I've been there, so I know how it is. Liverpool lose to Europa League final, any Carabao Cup final to Man City, any Sevilla. Klopp in the first 4, 5, 6 months now. In the first half season of a boy, you know, because it bodes well for the group dynamic. We need to Akina. So next time I'll next year. It's your best Ramon and Kamonia about check a crack. Now my trust the coach and then trust the process too. So much dia a players no. Ye shama a coach no. Not more dinner them. And on I entiase. It's yes, much air munja. Manchester United have done very, very well. Just say in the last 15 FA Cup parents, no, they've exited Liverpool 11 times.
Wow.
Now, anytime there is a winner in this game, the margin is no more than 1. It's 3-2, 2-1, 4-3. But me share near course unidia. And friend of the drama of the FA Cup. This game was no different from Coventry in the Wolves match. No? Especially looking at the timing of the goal. Coventry literally scored. Haji Wright in the goal. No, were literally the last kick of the game in a turnaround. Manchester share, Liverpool atiashe. 3 minutes to the end of the game, Manchester atika. Liverpool abeshe in extra time. Manchester atika through Rashford. And we're literally the last kick of the game. Amad Diallo has won it for them. And it was a classic FA Cup game.
Sompa Sports.
And then you praise their work ethic for securing that win. And then it's a further admotion on Francis Unya chance at Boshe.
Yeah. Rashford dey so onyane dey na form no ho dey.
Obeshe.
Yeah.
Winning in action so no aboba akubia mana fa po ni nche pa 1v1. That should have won the game for them in regulation time. So a whole lot goes into this football thing. But I love the fact that they punished the mistakes of Liverpool and they punished it ruthlessly. Rashford, you go and you're Darwin as the ball coach on 50 you don't place a pass across. It's not even here or there. Now Coventry, Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City, for obvious reasons. Obeka say these are people who befit. International club say if you want to be at Wembley, you have to be the best and play good enough. They didn't play good enough. The only good thing on the omen of this is that anytime Liverpool lose 4-3 in the FA Cup at Manchester United, they're going to win the league. That's the only good consolation they can take out of this.
So the only time maybe a FA Cup pairing, na Liverpool about be losing. 4-3. Old Trafford no. Liverpool goes on to win the league.
That's the only positive bit about the end of Mokoye.
Unfortunately, so I'm league anymore.
Oh yeah, of course. You can't rule that out. No, you cannot. You cannot even rule that out. You cannot rule it out. Auntie, you know what? Okay. The way in manner football clubs is equal. We will get to a point where there will be deliberate trouble for the finances of these football clubs. And this is my case. Fancy. Ocean is our big boys in the area now. And I would always refer to what you said. Barcelona and Casan. The epic was Xavi, Iniesta, goalkeeper Victor Valdes, Olivier Presas Renom, who again was from the academy. Sat team Nomuji 2006 final if you ask man. These guys were literally the home base cornerstone. And the right card. Guardiola Befa Omu team no. He brought forth some of these boys to further complement Omo more than. Into Guardiola Bayano, Valdes or Olivier ni hobim. Xavi ni Iniesta now abe integral. Akofa Pedro.
Sompa Sports.
Piqué, every big team nu come Manchester United. Asako Fanaba. Fancy, and yes, now on spend this cow. Of course, we cannot make reference to Dimitri Chigrinsky. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. These were big money buys. Boys know them free Sevilla buy no. Now they go to prison harvest. Say Keita. All these were big money buys. And they delivered for them. Now, it is in that same vein. And Xavi in so this homegrown for Nibi sorting. But fancy, it is unrealistic. One, for the money, and two, for the kind of squad planning Real Madrid are involved in. Say, Barcelona can have an easy run at them. We would have to be very truthful with them today. Mathematical.
Yes.
Only a matter of time. The most celebrated club in their league would win the league again. There is nothing new here. Domestically and in Europe, Real Madrid are the best. In the fancy Somoji League we are, and your problem cry. Name say, I want to say, Xavi say Oko. In the next phase, near Albano, fancy, send me ball Iniesta, Olivier, Valdes, Xavi. Omudin say, when we are homegrown boys are, Raka Jao Mohoma Pep ebe building on. Why Mona Xavi ebe building or Xavi koi ni Albano? Whom is he coming to build on?
What's a Xavi na whom kwadani you?
You get a point? Baby, you free banintia.
Yeah. Because I want free pay.
Exactly.
Because we Pep Sincha. Menya sure se Kuma Bema La Masia
kwadana. Emre ni ho, fancy. Emre ni ho. Until you look at the outlook, we share a pimko anymore, and then common, maybe common. This is where the crust is. omunya 400 million euros emfa nko market no. You see, the na ma omu hu no. Oma Coutinho Liverpool 140 million. Now double and I say wa triple Coutinho pay a Oji or Liverpool. No. So Barcelona were not just spending on transfer fee. They were also spending on wages. And I know Munyeska. They are one of the commercial giants. Omunyeska free baby but in the next phase, no matter the fact, Sir Laporta, Asayaba, he is putting things in place. Now, no, and I'm waiting for an early press conference as a vice president in charge of finance, no, or call. They will need to get money and quick. But fancy, the reality is that, wow, Obano, Lewandowski ni age. No, say, untimin kofa elite striker biya or Europe. Some may understand, you know. Now you would have to transform Vitor Roque. So Vitor Roque would spend his formative years in Europe learning from one of the greatest gunmen in the European game.
And also Juma.
But it require into patience. A car Barcelona they will be patient. But you see, minim nyobabe kuchom. But Barcelona will not get Xavi again. Xavi Bonia, opesa kind of abontia won't be in Canada. Because over near why am I team no and maybe a trim. He's the last guy to captain them to the Champions League title. Or free team no the Champions League
yeah.
And he's seen the greatest era of the club. But for that era, Barcelona were just one of those guys in Europe. Can never be to say Marseille. But that 2006 to 2015 ushered us into a period of unmitigated, sustained greatness. The quality of football and the trophies to show. Double, treble winners. Fancy. It gives you a fair idea of how you would have to revive a behemoth of that nature that is sleeping. League in the echo. Until I say mathematical. Na sikana free baby amba. E was say ucha otokakra na de ba betare on sound. That is what they would have to do.
Okay.
When you're friend of financial engineering, the transfer market would be there. But I don't envisage the next Barcelona manager going all out on the market. Namely, the solutions would have to be found from within. And that's the next phase of Barcelona's development.
Sompa Sport. Bishop Medasepa, Bishop Atapuku, Dene Diana Abayen to us, Apostle Jeffrey Asari. I'm a banner so now Kenjen and I just drinking water. No, I'm a catch or say alkaline water, a sua in Sucroje, and sua fin bien onumun's way, and no me a dear and court ni pedreme sans and nipa crania dages, Kenny ho and our quacomunsu, as our quacotoya dead amount nipedia unco tonsu, abe sidimi and san sidi 9 city num, now concotoya. Kwakokon ewa brad mpempem ena ekwakontinu nsupane preko eno ene kangen drinking water ana ye kamfo a day ama wa brema optimal hydration a chese no ena ma akoma na timi pompe moja ne ye ebo wakoma oliver no kidney ho ban ana wonum nsu adabi our skin wonam dua no enso aye fefe honam ani efe ana fe wonum kangen water nso eboawo ama chese ne e kan se e acidic free ntino ma constipation ema ne pedua no metu ase ma won so nyoma ye fine edema system no kangen water upebi anum supaya enye na ewo dwa so abawa Ruth Tafuni Road anafe aye Braman UGC 0241 44 9191 0507 37 9474 na kangen ensuo no waje ode apostle menem so hoye oh, me who say me have the nipa no.
Okay. Yeah, mumbo there. Maji bagoda. Chance maji trouble.
Oh, yeah, beji.
Maji trouble da. Maji trouble da.
Ebesi enche.
Maji bida.
Ebesi enche.
Please, yeah, mumbo there. I come cool. Now, straight to action. So, BNP Paribas, tennis, Indiana Wells, Echo, so, America, California, baby, and a young man, attack on the just attack on California because on Yema Hopa. On Yema Hopa. Now, BNP Paribas, the first ATP WTA 1000 Masters. The first one in the there was 6. The first one in the now Imani Mema. Now Imana Femno, of course, the defending Australian Open champion Arina Zabalenka. I mean, only Emma Raducanu. You expect Emma Raducanu will put in a fight, but unfortunately for Emma Raducanu, say why wrist surgery, still or recover from the injury. And it was a 2-set from Arina Zabalenka. Now, Ellis Mertens, any Naomi Osaka. Naomi Osaka after Okowu, Nibasha by no say still this issue of Mami and Sampe Omawo Ena Omwatimi back a bit stronger. Yes. Yvonne Gonalong, Margaret Court, and Kim Clijsters. Also, Serena Williams got 3 finals. 3 top finals against Angelique by Wimbledon, Naomi Osaka, US Open, and Bianca Andreescu. We are winning title there. So Naomi Osaka, yes, we are hoping that she will bamba. No answer she will bamba, but 4 tournament balls here so far she's struggling after Abano. Now there was a shock in the Mana Fano. Emma Navarro. Emma Navarro is a young talented girl. Good with one powerful first serve. Great returner of serve, top spin forehand. College, America College 2021, she was the champion there. And now, Hogarth WTA, she won it. Auckland, Diago, on your semi-final berth at the WTA tournament. So coming to this tournament, as a young girl, strong but she shocked Arina Zabalenka by 2-1. She won the decided set in a fashionable manner. So that was a shock in the manner final. Then you also look at Iga Swiatek. Iga Swiatek, the Polish international, the women number 1, Anika Wozniacki. Unfortunately, winning first set by 6-4. Caroline Wozniacki had a foot injury until she couldn't come for the second set, so she moved on. Now there's a young, talented girl of Ukraine, Mata Kostic. Mata Kostic, unfortunately for her, after Otra Anastasia Potapova of Russia, she now has to meet Maria Sakkari in the semi-final. And of course, Maria Sakkari, the Greece sensational lady, went up wonderful 2-set and won the game. Then Iga Swiatek and Maria Kostic. The final now Maria Sakkari, Iga Swiatek. Now this was a gamer. Iga Swiatek was down by 3 games, so she bounced back. Top spin, forehand top spin. She's a specialist. Top good movement. Great returner, back out down the line. And then back to 3-3. And then Maria Sakkari sank 4-3. Then she came back to 4-4. But the Iga Swiatek breaking Maria Sakkari and then won the set by 6-4. Then the second set, she was totally dominant. And what happened was that now the dominating aspect of her top spin and forehand, she was able to then deliver a thumping performance. 6 lap. 6 lap near what you call 0, but in tennis lap. 6-4, 6 lap. Now 2022.